Okay, good evening, everybody. I know it's a little late for this, but I am Krista Cody. I will help you guys throughout the rest of this month. I'm trying to make your game. Play some Deadwood Dominance. So before I get started, yeah, just a few things. Sorry I'm being a little bit late getting into this. Jose gave you guys some stuff in the beginning. You turn down the sound. So I turned this down and I saved it. Sounds like it's as loud as it used to be. So even though it showed it saved, it didn't save it from reloading. Anyway, Jose gave you guys some feedback, so hopefully that helped out. I'm going to give you guys some feedback. Hopefully this will help out this last week. Shoot, sprint, crouch, reload. All right, pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is just to comment on this a little bit, this background. Like, I mean, I know this is just a little small and like maybe zoomed in a bit bigger. Deadwood Dominance, what retro Ravens down here. I'm going to play this game with the intent of looking at the goal of the class. So the goal of the class from this month is to take what you guys had last month, all your individual levels of mechanics and things of that nature, and put them into one gameplay experience, playthrough scenario. So that people go from one mechanic, one level to the other without just kind of jumping around. So I'm going to do that right now, like I said, without really knowing much about your game. So just looking at this starting here, because this is all you have at the start, are all these supposed to be unlocked in the beginning? Is it just the level 1? Is it a hub world that I'm going to go into? But I assume it's this. Welcome. Well, there's a lot of stuff in here, huh? Okay. Learn to play. Type 1 enemy, melee. Gun. Oop, wrong button. What was that? That was Q? I don't see a Q. I can't go to my rifle? Hit 2. Did I mess something up? Yes. R1. Sound like the sound got back up. 2. Alright, I do have it. 3. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1. Do I have a time limit or something? 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. It must be a time limit. Maybe that's your, excuse me. Maybe that's your delay in possible animations for later on. Alright, welcome to Deadwood Dominance. Pistol, WASD, jump, sprint, crouch. Ooh. Kind of hard to tell that I'm sliding. Alright, a little reticle indicator. Little, not so much steampunk, a little steampunk western going on. So what you probably want to do in the very beginning of this is just give me a very basic objective at least. Get to the end of the level, kill 20 enemies, save the princess, whatever you might have. Can't zoom in, okay. So what I like to do for enemies is you might have them patrolling, idling, whatever. And then when they see the player, They aggro. Raw. I see you. You know, they play a sound. You know, an aggro sound. Obviously, you need some get hit sounds, hitting sounds. Okay. Store. Okay, not. I thought I was coming up to an actual store to buy stuff. All right. You know, find your way to the sheriff's department to see what's going wrong with the town. Do you plan on doing any life bars or uh, numbers floating out of them, like a Borderlands style type thing? So it seems like. Oh, no, that didn't do it. I can't even jump over that. So you probably don't need to keep going to your team logo every time. Something I like to see. Looks like sounds like the options are. Didn't get like they say they're visually holding it, but not really. First of all, I like to comment on AI here and there. I like to work with it, mess with it. Right now, I mean, they're all just standing there, not doing anything, so it's real easy to just kind of be like, you see, I did 49 damage. I killed him. They're like, if I hit him, he should aggro. I should be kind of idling around. I don't like how all of them just start moving at the same time. It doesn't really, and they all just stop at the same time. Like that one way in the back probably should not have been aggroed. Oh, I don't want to aggro those guys. Well, so these are the guys from over here, and they something with your nav meshes. Like they don't want to register me unless I'm in stuff. Just gonna have to work on your AI, not breaking like that. Looks like I go here. Okay. I like your weaving of the level already. Like it's not just like I go down the street. You know, you got overturned cards. You got things that you're doing the good thing of can I crouch through here? No. Of I can't. Well, I kind of can, but I can't really see straight down here. I have to weave through it. Maybe there's a bunch of stuff blocking it. So I have to get up on here, go through a house, come back down. Like you kind of did it over there with going through the building. Or maybe you got it right here. But then as soon as I come in, they aggro. You just a little awkward. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yep. Go down. Oh. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah. See, it's keeping it here, but I have to come back and kind of do that every time. All right. Let's try this again. Yep. Learn how to play. Uh huh. Yeah, I bet even these guys are starting to run. Yeah. I would just, well, I mean, you got some of the Steam stuff going on. I was just going to point out that music doesn't really match the visual theme that I see going on here. So something that's nice to do in shooters. It's like, I shoot this. How do I know if I hit that guy or not? Other than later on when you get like animations and all that fun stuff. But how do I know that? So what you should probably have, what I like to see, what I like to do, is you got this plus sign for your reticle, right? And I'm sure you've seen this in a lot of games. It's like put like an X, a little red X, to kind of do the the intermediate directions. Like these would be your cardinal directions of north, south, east, west. Do like a little red X of every time you hit something, hit a person, do damage. And by X I mean like northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. And yes, I know I'm cheating a little bit, but I'm doing that so I don't die and I can explore. Come on down, buddy. Well, AI cheese right there. They're trying to get close to me, but they'd rather just do that than actually come down. So there's nothing in here? It's just a, aha, I got you. Oh yeah, they got the top part. I don't know what Q and E do. I'm not sure where to go. Might have missed something. Well, I assume I'm missing it. Let's go check there again. There's not much else in here. I'm not sure if you want the player to be able to get back there. If not, block it off. Yeah, my main problem right now with the game is just like, just the lack of the story slash direction. I know previous instructors in previous classes, they don't talk about story. They don't want you to care about story, all that fun stuff. But what I mean by that is, you load me in the game like, hey, howdy, partner. You're the new sheriff in town, and we've been overrun by aliens, and you need to go clear them out. Oh, okay. So I go into a town and I shoot up aliens. All right, I get it. Or go save the damsel in distress. Go get 200 gold coins so you can save the cows or something. So save your ranch. I don't know. Looks like I was supposed to go this way. No? Yeah, you really got to fix these nav mesh issues because this isn't enemies that don't move aren't really good for a shooter. I'm supposed to get out of there somehow? And I guess come back around through here. No. Or, with this landmark, I know you guys, I think you mentioned it in one of your videos, somebody. Hey, get to the church. Okay. That way I can see the church from, over there, but it's blocked off, so I slowly got to go around. Oh my goodness. Three. Wow. So I hit one. Pistol is now highlighted, but I still have the shotgun going on. Alright, there's rifle. There's pistol. Is it trying to do it during reload? Is that why? Yeah, if you try to change weapons during reload, that's what's going to happen. Actually, alright, there we go. Now sometimes your reload, your weapons are a little take a little while to switch. I would also look into adding mouse wheel for your weapon swaps. I can't tell if I'm braking going the wrong way, like not doing what I'm supposed to, or if it's doing what it's supposed to. I don't know what these guys are doing. Well, maybe I jump in there. It looks like a portal. Get to the mine. Okay. So this one, oh, I had a grenade the whole time? Forgot about that. I hurt myself? Okay. Okay. Something hurt me? What's hurting me? Oh, I can't even see that guy. So yeah, I mean, maybe light them up a little bit. It's hard to see, but obviously once you get sounds, it's going to be a little bit helpful. You can hear them. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I look for holes everywhere. So what I suggest you guys do is think of like a game like Dark Souls, for example. A lot of games that are real dark and moody. Might actually just put a little light around the player, a very faint one, so when I get into areas like this, like it's kind of lit up around me, so it kind of simulates natural, like I'm able to see a foot or two in front of me rather than this, where sometimes like I can't see anything. I don't know why they weren't shooting. Well, I know why the first one wasn't. He hit me. Oh, he's shooting me. He's shooting me through the wall, and then I didn't get to choose the restart or anything. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't die in the other ones, but I didn't really realize that you can't. That's okay. Well, cool. You guys went to the second level. All right. Let's play this for a little bit. Yeah, you got to work on your enemy aggro and stuff like that, and I guess the nav meshes too, just because it's making it super simple. And then maybe you have it later on. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. Have some range guys like this stationed around. Your turrets basically, and have one or two melee guys in here to mess with you. Now you introduce a melee, then you introduce range, and you introduce melee and ranged. And you mix those numbers around just to play with it like that. I think they only take 3, maybe they take 2. Oh. Nice throw there, buddy. Ah. You have stuff going through walls. He looks frozen. Oh. Listen, even if you have placeholders, the sounds for these guys would really help out. Let them know that, there's, oh no, spooky, throwy turret guys are around. But I can't see anything. That's kind of cool, though. I do like how that kind of silhouette popped up. But it's still kind of hard to see. Whoa, there's a guy in... I can't see that at all. Is there a flashlight in this game? Hey. There's somebody in front of me? I can't see anything. Oh, am I on the elevator? This is really dark. Really, really dark. Here's another cool thing you can do. Like in your first level, maybe you got some of these guys. They're standing around like in the graveyard, right? Like exactly what you have. But take half of your guys, or maybe a few of them, and do what you're doing in here, and have them in the laying position, like underneath the world, and they should look like they crawl up out of the ground and stuff like that. Or you can have them like laying in the street. The player might think they're dead, and maybe they get close and they wake up. Maybe they hear something, they wake up. Maybe the player passes them, then they wake up after the player passes them. All right, this is another one of those levels. Like, where am I? What am I looking at here? I know I'm purposely messing with you, but this is way too dark. Like this, I don't even know what I'm doing really. I'm just guessing. And obviously, you guys got to fix your AI in this level. Like, I don't know what's happening here. Is that am I looking at the bottom of a door, the top of a door? What am I? I don't even know. Am I going backwards, forwards? Like, there's the portal. Way too dark. I can't even play this. So here's something else. Jose might have mentioned this. I wasn't there in the very first day, the very beginning. But going to your options, you have game, sound, and music. Excuse me. What you might also want to look into doing, what we used to have a lot of teams do, is look into a gamma or brightness slider. If your game is too dark and stuff like that, and you send it out, people at companies, they're not going to adjust their monitors to play your game. Because usually in a company, they're calibrated across the company. That way, one department sees the same thing another department does. So they're not going to change their stuff. So you need to have the ability in your game to change it. Think about you as a gamer at home. Do you want to change your desktop brightness for every game that you're playing if it has to change? Or do most games that you play end up having, especially on your consoles, have it too? A lot of them have that usually start up in the beginning. Move the slider till you can barely see the icon, that type of stuff. That's their brightness gamma. That way, if I can't change the brightness on my home TV and your game's too dark, I'm just not going to uninstall it. I'm going to actually, change my brightness and then try to play it. Because here's what I am doing. Here's a portal, right? Can I go back through it? No. Here's a portal. I'm going to the left. I'm just hugging the left wall. I'm not even caring. Something bumped me. But I'm hugging the left wall. Slowly turning. Not really getting anywhere. Hugging the left wall still. Now, whoop, popped up. Now I'm back at the portal. It's just a hallway. So I'm sure there's more than that. I know there's more in the video. What? Why is that so? How would I do this? I'd have to talk to you guys to see what you're trying to get out of it as far as look and feel. Like maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can have like some kind of line that goes through the middle of the floor. That way around here you would see like a T-junction, or maybe there's low lights. So there's lights, but they're not like fluorescents. And they just kind of match the pathing. Because you get that weird thing, if I can see far away, but I can't see close. Okay, there's people there. Like, and for me, I don't know why, but personally, how bright it is over there is how bright it should be right here. How dark it is right here is how dark it should be over there. That's what I feel like. Obviously, once again, melee guys that don't move are, not that great. So definitely have to fix that. Good news is, I'm making my way through your level finally. Also, what you trying to do, watch, gaps in your walls. Unless you want those gaps, but unless you want a specific gap. But for the most part, who's next? Crazy cave room, huh? I think I came out this way. Oh, I don't know. Let's go this one. Guess I'm not supposed to go there. Back in here. That was here that I went to, so that's here. Okay. This is like a dead end. Alright, there we go. There we go. Yeah, a guy. Like maybe have like tiny lights around the enemies. Like again, that way they're kind of slightly lit up. And that way, in that kind of section, you're not just like, oh, what is this in front of me? I can't see. Whoa. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Why did I go that way? Oh, that's my sprint making that noise. I'm not too sure. I don't know why you would send me all the way down there for nothing. What is that room with the... Am I at the beginning already? Wow. How did that happen? And part of the problem with this is like I'm doing less exploring and more of just like trial and error and running into things and seeing if it goes left or right because it's just so dark, so hard to see. And everything looks the same, so like I can't tell if it's a different hallway or the same hallway, if I'm going the same direction or if I got turned around. Like it looks like I just went to the same thing like 4 times. Like if there's a portal on this left, I'm about to say. There's a tunnel. There's the portal again. What? I'm so lost here. Like maybe there's some things you can do like mine-esque, art and assets because you're in the mines before, to help lead them around, rails. And this is what I was looking for. So, how do I know as a player? You had to board it up. I believe this is the same one. How do I know I can take those boards off by doing something else? How do I know if I'm supposed to know what that something else is? And how do I know once I've done that something else that this has happened? So you need to explain that stuff to the player and like give feedback to show that this is happening, that this has happened. Can I just run around because they don't actually move? Maybe you can play with like quadrants and areas of the level, like different colored lights, so people at least can kind of remember, oh, I've been to the red section before, or something like that. Like this stuff. Like if this stuff was in the middle of all of these hallways, or even on the top, or something, that would be much easier. Much easier. Alright, whatever. Boss, right? Well, so depending on how this is supposed to work, make sure that you guys do not do walk in, close, get shot at by boss. Like have it kind of go in, have the boss kind of emote, "Wah, I see you and I'm gonna get you," and then fight starts and everybody, everything happens. Because if you just do that, what happens is like sometimes the player they don't realize what's going on, and then basically they get shot and hit for free, and then it's unfair. And nobody wants to play your game anymore. Okay, guess we gotta kill this guy now, huh? Ooh, don't hit me. Make sure if he's like changing phases and stuff like that, that he kind of emotes, let the player know. Okay, I killed him. Now what? Anything supposed to happen, or that looked like a big culmination ending area, but I think it's so dark in this level, enemies can't even see me. I don't want to go out that way. All right, I am about tired of getting lost in this level. This isn't the way I want to go, because that's that. I assume it's not the way I want to go. I assume it could be a branch that I killed the boss, and now I go back and do something else, but I can't really see anything, so I can't tell if I'm missing anything. And I thought I killed the big boss, and I thought that was going to be the end. The good news is you can probably watch this video and notice that your maze is working out decently enough. Loops back around, people get lost. Is this a different spot? No, this is the same one. Yeah. See if there's any kind of trigger volumes. Oh, watch out for stuff like this. It doesn't look like I can fall through, but I'm not too sure. So let's see. What do we got? I mean, you got a pretty basic, simplified shooter going on here. I'll turn on the sound real fast. Yeah, my biggest thing is, I mean, you got the portals, you got everything connecting. I mean, maybe for your final version of the game, you don't want levels 2 and 3 opened up until, the previous has been completed. Give me some simplified objectives for getting through the level. Like I said, like level 1, what's the, get to the mine shaft. How can and from where the player's at, how can they kind of tell where or what direction the mine shaft, kind of lead them through the level? And then once they're in the mine shaft, I don't know what the, get deeper into the mine shaft, and so then you kind of push them forward, navigating the mine shaft more, and then you can, in the last level, you can be like, hey, defeat the boss. Obviously, with this playthrough, if I did it correctly, if I didn't miss anything, once I beat the boss, I mean, obviously, like, congratulate me, let me win, whatever. Yeah, I think everything's pretty good. You do have, you're missing your grenade on here. I didn't even use your grenade a lot, so watch out for that. The biggest thing in here is obviously your AI. AI is, I say broken, but not really. It's not in a bad way. Like your ranged slash turret based enemies, they're not broken. They some parts are, but they basically work. Like one you mentioned, and I'm guessing here, like probably your nav mesh and how it's set up. But like you can see in some parts, early parts of the video on level one, I can just kind of backpedal and it'll just stop moving, it'll just stop attacking. And again, just to harp on it, a melee enemy that doesn't move and a shooter is pretty boring. So I spent a lot of time in your game kind of just running around looking at stuff and looking for stuff because I didn't have to fight the enemies. So play with fighting, play with the enemies, play with fighting. Just a suggestion for you guys, it's going to be, it's kind of late in the game for more enemy types. But if you want a quick way to get more enemy types, look at your weapons. You have a melee guy, all right, whatever. You have a ranged guy. You could say roughly he's basically your rifle. Maybe you can take another enemy, duplicate the range guy, change his color. Now he's a pistol. Duplicate the melee guy, change his color, and give him a shotgun. And now you can have these variety of weapons now shooting at the player rather than just one or two. But that's up to you guys. You don't have to do it. I'm not making you do it. So once again, AI leading the player around a little bit. Everything else worked pretty nicely. I didn't really have any lighting, and especially in the third level, brighten it up a little bit. Work on leading lines, help the player kind of navigate a little bit. Right now, it's just guesswork, honestly, for a new player. Other than that, good job. Keep it up. Let me know if you guys have any issues, questions, concerns. Let me know if there's anything you guys would like to talk about, go over, look at, discuss, anything. Feel free to ping me on Discord when we can talk through chat. Feel free to ping me and set up a time, and we can actually talk in real time. Feel free. I'm here for you guys, waiting on you. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Good luck.